though, I speak it though, what's on your mind is deep though, I speak it though, we on the air, just take it there, I'ma take it there. Hold up, yeah, I talk about it, but I'm real about it, I speak on it, but don't catch films about it, we can chop it up like it's nothing, baby.
What's going on, everyone? We are back here live here on the OT Radio Show, and listen, we got a very good show for y'all today. Now, when you talk about multi-talented women, you have to talk about Miss Tiffany Rothman. Now, listen, she's an actor, model, and guess what else? She's a mother, and she has a PhD in child psychology. So let's welcome Miss Tiffany Rothman here with your boy OT on this late night with me. How are you doing today?
I am well. Thank you for having me. I want to correct something. It's not a PhD, it's a Psych D.
Oh, Psych D. A Psych D. She has a Psych D, y'all. So we have her here. She is joining me here. I definitely appreciate you so much for joining me here on this nice day.
Me.
Well,
it's an honor being here.
Oh, listen, it is an honor to have you on here because you have a lot of things going on right now with you and the things that you have been doing in your career. So let's talk about that. Who is Miss Tiffany Rothman?
Oh, I'm just a very simple, boring girl. So I moved to the U.S. in 1975 from South Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
And after a couple of years when I was living in Brookline, Massachusetts, I just said to myself, I really like to be in the performing arts, especially being an actress. But my language skills was not keen. And so learning disabled, it takes me a long time to learn everything. And I sort of kind of give up. And I started doing some dancing in school. And I tried to be practical, going to college and studying, very practical degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And then college, graduate school, and living in New York, get married, go back to another master's degree because I figured out this is more suitable for me and suitable for, married woman or somebody who might want a child someday. And then eventually I have a child, I have a beautiful girl. And when she was 5 or 6 years old, I said to myself, I give up. I think I should start studying acting because I tried to repress it so much, but they keep coming back to me. So I started taking classes at night. At first, it's once a week, and I know someone nice. I knew some people, and I pick out a coach. Actually, I turned her into my coach, and and I've been studying and going to school and raising my daughter and dance and work at the same time. And by the time that in 2018, when I hit a certain age, I can retire in New York City. And I did. I started trying to do some film. But mostly they only have student film with requesting Asian woman in New York City. And then I performed with my dance troupe. And I took some classes called LA or New York. And I realized I could live in LA without having a car. So I took the workshop in LA in a month or two. And I said, okay, this is terrific. And that's 2019. And then I came back for like a short student film. But somehow that student film went to 3 different festivals during the pandemic. And it was great. And when I came back, I told my husband, let's move. November, we came out again, November 2019 to check out things. And we put our house on sale, and then we moved out here in December 2020.
Wow. So what were some of the difficulties that you had? Being a mother, being a wife, and going towards the career that you really wanted because it was burning up in you and it's something that you wanted to do acting. So what were some of the difficulties?
It's very tough because you have to balance out the time and everything else. But I have support. My husband was very supportive of my dream. So that's help.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely helped when you have, a partner that is very supportive and definitely wants you to do the best that you can, and follow your dream. Because you stated that it was burning up. It was something that you wanted to do. And you like, hey, you kept
For like 30 years, almost 30 years.
and you kept compressing it. But now look at it now, and the things that is going on now with you. So let's talk a little bit about, your pursuing of acting. What are some of the things that you was doing besides going to classes and stuff like that? When did you get your first big break, and how did that make you feel when you got it?
Well, I don't think I have my first big break yet. I have some breaks.
Right. So let's talk about that though.
I
Because well, it's certain things that we can't talk about because of the strike and stuff like that. But
right. But this is before. This is
yeah,
before.
yeah.
So I do little things. I get little gigs here and there. I work very hard at it. I belong to a little theater for a short time in New York City, and then when I moved out here, I got into Blue Bloods in 2021, episode 1207.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else happened? And then the following year, I feel like around 9 months later, I got into Accidental Getaway Driver.
Mm-hmm.
And it's showing on what you call them, film festival now. It's going to
Yep.
New York City next week. But best of all, before that, right before I moved out here, I got into this indie film called What Doesn't Flow. And it's showing in the theater next month. It's coming out next month in the theater. I play a bottle collector.
Okay. Beautiful thing. So you said, one of the difficulties for you was learning the language,
Yes,
and
and
getting that,
processing it too.
yeah,
Because
processing the language, how long did it take you to process it and just to get comfortable with it? Because I know when you start going into acting and stuff like that, and when a language barrier is there, what were some of the difficulties that you was having during that time, and people just look at you like, well, she can do it, but the language barrier is not there yet. So, what were some of the things that you did to try to, compress a little bit of
well, I didn't try to learn. I didn't start studying acting
it?
until like after 30 something years of living here.
Okay. Uh-huh.
But yes, the processing, yes, it is difficult and it's hard for me to like get rid of my accent. It was
Mhm.
very, very difficult. And that seemed to be like something that people want. But sometimes they do. Sometimes I would get role. They wanted someone with an accent.
Yeah.
Yes, like Accidental Getaway Driver, you have to be bilingual. The audition for that was very gruesome. It's really funny
Yeah.
how I got in. The night I got my debut for Blue Bloods, I was at my cousin in San Francisco. We were like celebrating.
Hmm.
My wonderful cousin just wanted to celebrate with me because the next day I have another shoot for an indie film. It's called Dawn of Skate.
Hmm.
So it's only one day. So, short film, 17 minutes. So
Hmm.
I was there. I shoot all days and I went back to my hotel and I opened my email. I got an email from my agent. It said, like, can you please send this in as soon as possible? It was like close to 9 o'clock at night in San Francisco, 12
Uh-huh.
o'clock in New York. So what I
Uh-huh.
did, I called my coach and because I know she's a night person. She was up
Hmm.
and I told her, can we please work on this immediately? And Lenore Harris, is a wonderful person. And she said,
Uh-huh.
how can I say no to you? And we did.
Right.
We really work on it. And then it was done in like a couple hours later and I sent it in right away.
Mm.
But I didn't hear from them for like months later. And so I figured out, you know what? They're not shooting it. They're probably not serious.
Right.
I got a call back.
Hmm.
And
So
the
what was
casting
that
director,
experience like though? What was that experience like when you got that call back after not hearing from them for so
I
long?
still didn't believe them. So the casting director said the callback is that mean on person. It's not video only.
Okay.
I have just
Oh.
like you and I. So I have to do the whole thing over again, speaking in 2 different languages. And he said the
Hmm.
reason we didn't call you back because we were trying to get funding. We didn't want to waste your time? And I said, yeah, sure.
Right.
So when I did, and shortly after that, I got in.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, okay. And it was a beautiful experience. It was a lot easier than the auditions.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow. Wow. Well, I'm glad that they did call you back, and just seeing the expression on your face right now, and I could tell that was a beautiful thing, definitely a beautiful thing. Now, how do you feel that now, like the Asian community and the Asians and the Vietnamese and the Philippines, like now you see a lot of movies now with all of them in it, and it feels so good. Like now you're looking at different kinds of movies and stuff like that. But now you see it. How do you feel about that right there? That
I'm
now it's
happy. I
more.
mean, I got into another indie film. They want to apply to Sundance. It's called Anxious, and it's about a Middle Eastern family, but it's happened in Orange County. So they hire me at, because Orange County has a lot of Vietnamese people. So I was
Mhm.
in it, and that was wonderful. That was really funny. I don't want to say anything yet because
Right, right.
they're still editing it. That was very funny. And when I did Dawn of Skate, it's a short film, and I think she want to go to film festival, and she's
Mhm,
probably applying for it now.
mhm.
Mid-June. She's really a wonderful filmmaker. And then I got in another one. It's called Dancing in a Forbidden World. So that
Mm,
definitely applying for film festival because she wanted to turn it into either a series or a longer movie. And it
mhm.
was great because she wants someone with an accent. It's about actually that one's about Chinese American in the 1940s, and I played it Madame Wu.
Mhm. Madam Wu.
Madame
Okay.
Wu. And guess what?
Okay.
I
What?
use I use my own clothes too, the clothes that my coach gave to me, my dance coach gave to me. What I
Wow.
bought, I wear my clothes in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I even lent a couple outfit that my cousin gave to me to
Mhm.
another actress.
Wow.
Well, my cousin got credit for it. They say thank you to
Right.
her.
Uh-huh. Well, hey, as long as the cousin got credit for it, that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. Wow. So now, since some of the films that you are having now, they are in film festivals, they are traveling to Sundance films and stuff like that. Um, are we going to be seeing you at some of them?
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
This
Okay.
is
So.
right now, before the writer really go on strike, I had a lot of auditions.
Mm-hmm.
And it stopped immediately right when they say strike, and then the actors
Yeah.
strike. Everything stopped right now, which I understand. I respect that. You know,
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't think it's
Yes.
right for the writer to be treated that way. They are the writer. They are the
Yeah.
brain behind everything. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
like they can really use their creativity. They have to do what was told of them.
Yep.
And we support them wholeheartedly.
Yep, I support them too. Definitely, I definitely support them because the different things, with things that you see on TV and things that you see in movies and stuff like that. Like they have done it. They have done it. They've written it, and then the actors are playing it. So it's like y'all got to give them something. Y'all have to give them more than what they are definitely worth. So I definitely appreciate them and support them 100%. You know, out of everything, I appreciate them right there.
Mhm.
No doubt about that. So now, since the things are happening, the strike is happening, stuff like that. What are you doing to keep yourself motivated, and what are you doing to keep yourself?
I just joined a theater
Mm.
in the neighborhood. Yep.
Mm.
Group rap theater. I think Sean Penn used to be in it too.
Uh huh.
So what we can do is we can start it out by, usher and try to audition, but as long as I belong to the part of the theater, something with all the actors and writer in there, I would feel better.
Okay. 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 So, what did you expect? Once the strike is over, which is going to be soon, hopefully. When everybody starts, getting out the feelings and negotiating really starts and stuff like that. Because negotiations already started and they're going back and forth. What can we expect to see from you once everything is over? Because
Well,
I see some big things.
I am hoping that, some of my film one of my film would be finished and submitted to festival. Actually, all three of them.
Right.
Yes. And there's a couple more too. A couple more, believe it or not. One is an indie series. It should come out sometime next month. I don't know when. And another student film, but it's really great. It's only two people, me and my daughter.
Really?
Not my daughter, me and the character who played it, my
Okay.
daughter.
Okay. Okay. I'm about to say,
It's a short
wow.
film, so, yeah, so that could be interesting. I'm hoping that things would come out, and then hopefully they would get funding to make the project that I have done, make it a longer project, because the project, but they were phenomenal. These like independent filmmaker, and they're really, really brilliant in many ways.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, I can't wait. I can't wait. I need you to stay motivated. Make sure you keep in touch because now, you're part of our family and we love to see the things that you are doing, even if you got like a little, a film festival or like you said, you joined the theater and the things that y'all are doing. Let us know. Definitely we can't wait to have you come back. Stay cool out there. Please stay cool out there, stay hydrated out there, and keep on supporting. Keep on supporting because we need y'all. We need the writers and we need our actors and stuff like that, so we can be entertained on during our days that we might be going through something. So watch little TV and stuff. But for now, we here on the station we support y'all 100% in everything that y'all do. So that's why I said I'm not going to give credit to a whole lot of them right now until they start giving credit to y'all. So that's how it stands. So once again, thank you. I definitely appreciate you joining me
It's
here
an
on the
honor.
show. Oh, listen, it was an
Thank you
honor having a
so much.
conversation with you. It was an honor having a conversation with you. But like we always say, welcome to the family because now you are part of the family. So make sure you stay in touch
I'm
with us.
proud.
Yes, yes. Make sure you stay in touch with us on all the social media.
Absolutely. So you are on Instagram, right?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay.
So
I
make sure
will
you
follow
follow.
you now.
And make sure right before you go, you got to tell everybody where to find you at on all social media platforms.
Yes, definitely. I will.
Yeah, yeah. So, definitely tell them. Tell them where to follow you at.
Tiffany, Bui Rothman, at Tiffany Rothman.
There it is, y'all. There it is. We have the most talented lady right here, sitting with your boy OT. Oh, I forgot to ask you, how was it being a school psychologist in New York City? For
How's
the
it being a
school
school
district?
psychologist and what?
Yes, in New York City, in New York, in the school district.
I love working with the populations. The
Mhm.
organization might not be so great, but working with the children and the family was one of my great love. I love my
Wow,
students.
wow. So before you go, what can you say now? Like some of the kids now needs today, because you see the things that are happening in the community, and you see the things that are happening in school, and the kids today, especially, you know, guidance. What do you see that kids really need today that you can say that we can help with them even more?
Oh, they need a lot of love. They need a lot of commitment and devotion from the adults around them. I know people work hard and then sometimes they're not able to provide that kind of support.
Hmm.
But that's what they need because it's very, very hard raising children.
Yeah,
That's probably the most difficult things in life.
yeah. So, so right before you go, what are some of the things that you do see? Because I know there is, because I came from a two-parent home, so I was blessed and lucky with
Yes,
that. But
very.
but when you see single parents, and single mothers, single
I grew up
fathers,
with single parents when I came
right?
over here. Yes.
And what do you see mostly when it comes down to kids? What do they need? Because I always say kids need both of their parents. Some,
Exactly. No, I agree with you completely. Or a parental figure
yeah,
or
yeah.
someone willing to step in. But that's very difficult. If you don't love your children, who would?
Right, right. Definitely, you are you are definitely true about that. Well, I would say we definitely do need to love our kids 100%. We have to love on them. You know, even if it's a cousin, even if it's a neighbor's kid, you know, because I believe that all kids need love, you know,
Oh
and
yes,
and that's what would keep everything. And all kids need someone to talk to.
yes.
You know,
Like J Lo say, love doesn't cost a thing, and that
yes,
is true.
that is definitely true about that. Well, look, thank you so much again for joining us here on the show. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
you,
having
and
me. It's a great
yes,
honor being here.
yes, it's an honor for me to have you on here because without you, there won't be no me. And I'm being honest, without y'all as y'all, you
Thank
know,
you.
as y'all my guests and my family, because y'all family. So as my family here having a conversation with me, giving people insights, I definitely appreciate y'all. So y'all keep
Thank
doing
you.
it. I appreciate you, Miss Tiffany, and we will stay in touch with you. So
Absolutely.
yes, yes. So once again, give them your social media handle one more time.
Instagram, Tiffany, BUI Rothman, Tiffany Rothman. And Facebook is just Tiffany Rothman. And Twitter is just Tiffany Rothman. And let's say what else? What's up? Tiffany Rothman.
All right now. Well, thank you again for joining us here on the show. Welcome to the family. And before we go, like I always say, if someone asks you how you doing, you always tell them you're doing better than yesterday. So listen, y'all, we love y'all. Y'all take care, and we will see y'all. Enjoy y'all weekend. And thank y'all for joining us here on the show. Thank you, Miss Tiffany. We definitely
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Thank you
And
so, so
we
much for having me. You
Thank
take
you.
care.
Thank you for joining us. Well, look, y'all, we are out of here. We're going to love on y'all. We're going to appreciate y'all. And listen, y'all take care. Enjoy y'all weekend. People, please stay hydrated out there because it is hot. So make sure you stay hydrated. A lot of water. Not too much sodas, y'all, because it's going to make you thirsty even more. So make sure you drink your water. I see you, Miss Stephanie. I see you drinking your water. Make sure y'all drink y'all water and enjoy the rest of y'all day. Love y'all. Be good. And OT, we'll see y'all again. Peace. And thank you for watching here on the OT Radio Show.